Aries, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you while I'm pulling cards to see what your message is for the week ahead. This reading will cover from today, the 18th of November, through to the 24th of November. I'm also going to be using a couple of different decks today, as well as my tarot. So let's see what the chart and the planets hold for you this week, Aries, and how the planets may be affecting you. Okay, what I'm seeing first of all when I notice in your chart is we have Chiron forming a trining energy, so a trining aspect to Mercury at the moment. Very tight orb here. We've got 19 degrees of Chiron and 18 degrees Mercury at the current moment. I'm feeling Mercury wants to focus on your communication, on your learning, on your questioning, seeking information, seeking answers. Now Chiron, the wounded healer, wants you to work through or talk through, because we're using Mercury, past traumas. So don't hold things in. If things are bothering you, then you need to release them. It's also could be that you're needing to talk things through with another person that may be experiencing something similar to what you've been through. But I do feel currently, whether it's past traumas or just life in general, Aries, I feel that because you've got the Mercury energy forming a trine to your sign, I do feel that this is very relevant to you. Now this energy being Mercury, it's all about learning new things. It can be questioning, it can be advertising, it can be social media. So here we're looking into things like that for you, Aries. Now taking a look at where the moon is at the moment, the moon is in Gemini. Gemini being the sign of the twins, it's also the sign of analytical thinking, information, questioning. It is ruled by Mercury, so it is highlighting that energy. So the moon brings in emotional connection, emotional fulfillment. Could be heightened intuition or heightened emotions going on here, because we do have a conjunction forming between Jupiter, the planet of expansion and growth, sitting very close to the moon at the moment. So 18 degrees on Jupiter and 24 degrees on the moon. So this could be bringing in heightened intuition, as I said, or heightened emotions here, and it could be very relevant to communication. Could also be related to social media, things annoying you on social media, or being very vocal on social media. Now I'm also feeling, so I'm just getting out a couple of cards for you here, and we'll get one more of these ones for you, Aries, to see what's coming up for the week ahead for your message, as I keep looking at the chart here. Now across from Gemini at the moment, we've got sitting over there in Sagittarius is in opposition, so that Mercury is in opposing Gemini at the moment. So Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, is sitting in the opposite sign over there. So that can be causing a little bit of tension as well, and especially since it's heightened by that moon energy where it brings in your emotions into it, as well as that Jupiter energy being expansion. So it could be something going on around you. Your moods could be expanded. Your things that annoy you around you could actually be expanded here as well. Now looking at your cards for the week ahead, Aries, let's take a look. We've got the Four of Swords in the reverse position. We've got the Hierophant in the upright position, the Fool in the reverse position. So what this is saying is that there is a level of feeling a little bit restless. Energy around you doesn't feel restless, and this could be because of the things that I've prominently mentioned that's playing out in the chart at the moment and how they could be affecting you. Now you are affected by the Mercury because it is trining your energy. It is helping your energy. So the trining aspect means it's helpful, so it's here to help you. So if you communicate through the situation or talk about it or release this information, release these feelings, then it is going to help you in that way. Now taking a look at, we still have Capricorn, Pluto sitting in the final degrees of Capricorn as of today, and let me skip through on here and see when that is ending, because I do believe that is happening this week. So let me just have a little look through here. Now this energy is squaring your energy. Let's see when it moves. It moves on the 20th of November, so in 2 days it's going to change signs. It will move into Aquarius, which affects you less than it is affecting you over the next 2 days. So early in the week, as Pluto's moving and changing signs, this could also further influence how your feelings are heightened. Your emotions are heightened, or your mood or your annoyances are also heightened here as well. But once it moves out of that aspect from you, which is the squaring aspect, it's a lot. It feels like the energy just feels to be lighter, not so difficult or restless as what we're seeing here on the table. Now we've got the Hierophant talking about traditional values. It's about moral, it's about ethics, it's about higher learning. Authority also falls under the traditional Hierophant. So there could be some things around this week where you are feeling very restless by traditions, by programming, by the status quo, like the way things are in the world, and maybe even you could be discovering how these things have played out without us knowing that we've been locked and trapped under these traditions. Now it could be that you are with the Fool in reverse. It's showing that the level of naiveness, so where we've just been brought up and kind of programmed with these different indoctrinations or these different programs without even knowing. We were so naive, didn't even realize these things were happening. But this restless energy that's coming in is here to further highlight and enlighten you. So it's here to bring you truth about these situations. So it's quite a big, intense spiritual journey for you this week, Aries, with these planet placements, but also with the cards that's on the table for you. Now we've got some emotional healing down the bottom here. This card here is indicating that there is emotional healing. Now this is the cards from my soul purpose deck, or your purpose deck, and waking up others. Have a look at that one there. So this is about what I am talking about. So it's about waking up, finally waking up to past indoctrination, past programming, and it's sitting underneath the Hierophant. So waking up to those past traditions that we were just led to believe that's the way life is, that's the roles we were supposed to take on, and really understanding that it has been in an indoctrination or a programming. So really starting to wake up. Now you may be waking up others in this situation, but I feel like there's a level of waking up or an enlightenment, as the word that came to me before, an enlightenment, which means seeing the truth, being finally able to see the truth. Emotional healing is playing out on the cards because of all of the planet placements that I mentioned. We've got that conjunction between the moon and Jupiter. That is over the next 2 days, and then we've got this communication going on there. So learning also. Mercury means learning. It's about understanding and questing for asking questions and trying to seek more answers. Now the Aquarius down the bottom, we've got the Aquarius energy is wanting to try new ways. So not wanting to try. Aquarius is the opposite of the Hierophant. So the Hierophant energy speaks of traditional values, indoctrination, the way we've brought up, being under a tyranny system or a system that is ruled by maybe a patriarchal system. But over here, when we've got the Aquarius energy, it's the opposite. So they seek rebellion, revolution. They want to do things differently. They want to try things differently, and maybe even quirky or unique and different to the way things are currently run by the system. So this is the system, the Hierophant. Aquarius is indicating that you may need to be looking at things from outside of the box. So not in those traditional value ways, looking at things from a different perspective, on an outside perspective. So different to what you've been brought up with, or you're indoctrinated with, or the programmings, as you become more awake and aware of what's going on around us, and breaking free from traditional, because Aquarius also means breaking free. So breaking free from traditional traps that we've been trapped in. So Aries, it's quite an intense week for you. There's a lot going out here, but I feel it's a really good week for learning. Perfect week for learning. Perfect week for opening your eyes and becoming awake and aware. So thank you, Aries. I will see you again next week. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you for the week ahead from the 18th of November through to the 24th of November. I'm also going to be pulling cards for you for your message for the week ahead. Now I'm going to let you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you, Taurus. We've got some pretty intense things happening around awakening. So it's about an unconscious awakening. So people really waking up to the way things are, having your eyes opened to the truth. I'm seeing a lot of this with what's playing out in the planet at the moment, but we'll see how they affect you, Taurus. So we've got some cards already starting to fall as I take a look at your chart, Taurus, and see what is going on there. Of course, you've still got Uranus there, and Uranus is all about waking up. It's about seeing the truth in the situation, setting yourself free from indoctrination, or setting yourself free from the way things have always been, traditional situations, and really opening up to new things, new and exciting ways that feel more authentic to you, ways that say that you can do anything that you want to do, Taurus, not just because society has said that you can't do that. Here the cards and the planets at the moment are here saying that you can do anything you set your mind to. Now we've got, because of that, Uranus represents, it rules Aquarius, so it represents the energy of revolution and rebellion and setting you free from situations in your life where you feel trapped. It also wants to break free, it wants to lift you up, it wants you to be uniquely yourself. So I'm going to be reading a few different cards, not just the tarot for you this week for your message. I'm also using my Soul Purpose deck, which is related to astrology, and I am going to pull some cards from my astrology deck as well. So here, let's see with your tarot that we've got on the table for you. We've got the Three of Wands in the upright position, we have got the Devil in the upright position, and we have got the Five of Wands in the reverse position. Let's pull one more card from my astrology deck. Now, taking a look at fellow signs for you. Now we have got Pluto making a move this week. Pluto, I might leave those two cards out for you, Taurus. Pluto's making a move this week. So Pluto has been in Capricorn. Capricorn is trining your energy. It's also a fellow earth sign, so it's here to help you. Energies of Pluto mean change and transformation. So with it sitting in Capricorn, it wants to help you through your situation. It wants to help you grow. It wants to help you to make big changes and shake you up. Now, it is moving on the 20th of November, so that intense energy will be moving through into Aquarius, which is going to give you a little bit of a reprieve, a little bit of lighter energy. Now, it will sit in Aquarius for 20 years. So this energy of this intenseness that's happening at the start of this week will start to settle down after this week. So as it moves into its new home of Aquarius for 20 years. Now, taking a look at the other signs, I think that's all there is in the earth signs. I'm going to take a look at your opposition here, Taurus. We've still got the sun sitting there in Scorpio, so it's highlighting how you feel fulfilled in your life. Do you feel fulfilled in your life? Do you feel like you're living up to your true purpose? Do you feel like you feel vital in your energy? Are you being fulfilled spiritually and vitality? So you feel really vital and feel like you've got lots of energy because you feel like you're doing something you're meant to be doing, or you're really enjoying your life. If you don't feel like that, then why not? Here I'm seeing across from there, that's in 28 degrees, so it will be moving out maybe even this week. So let me just move forward on the chart so I can see when that sun is moving out on the 22nd. So it's only going to be it is in your opposition position, so it's only going to be in your opposition until the 21st of November, and then it will change signs. So while it's in the opposition position, it's like a tug of war. It's a push and pull kind of energy because it's opposing you. So it's not in your sign. It's not bringing you vitality and energy and highlighting where you're fulfilled in your life and feeling great and positive. It's positive energy. With the sun, it's sitting across from you, so it's sitting in your 7th house, which is your house of relationships. So it could be highlighting different areas in your relationships that make you feel drained or make you feel ups and downs. The energy's up and down at the moment there. But that's only for a couple of days this week. Then it shifts and it will start to feel a little bit lighter. Now let's taking a look at the other signs that are in an aspect of squaring your position. Let's take a look here. We are Taurus, so we've got Taurus and we're looking for Leo and Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is going to be feeling the energy of Pluto at the end of the week, as I think it's on the 20th, I said, that Pluto is going to be moving into Aquarius. Now, this squares your energy. This is a squaring energy, which is a bit of a challenging energy. It's challenging in a way that it brings opportunities for you to make changes in your life that is going to feel more like you. It's going to feel more authentic. It's going to make your life feel as a life you want to be living. So where I said that vitality is not there, if the vitality doesn't feel like it's there because you're doing what you're meant to be doing, or you feel like you're doing something purposeful, then this Pluto that's going to come into this aspect of a squaring aspect to your sign is going to give you a little bit of shake up and say, okay, and I now have the urge to feel like I want to do something different. I want to try something different. I want to break out of the box that I've been living in and break free and really feel like I want to shake things up a little bit. This energy feels to be changes and transformations. It's like the tarot card, Death and Tower mixed together, but in a good way, because it's only here to make things more aligned to your true purpose, so to bring you that vitality because you're doing something you really love and enjoy. So that's what's coming up for you this week. So big week for you, Taurus. Lots of energy with the planets that's playing out. Now, it is positive, even though it's in challenging aspects to you. It is here ultimately to help you. It's here to help you, shake you up and make the changes. It brings a deep urge into your life where you think, oh, it's time for me now to do something that is really me. Make these steps. If there's something you've been thinking about doing, or opening a new business, or a hobby that you want to get involved with, of course it's going to depend on where this is for you. So Aquarius, if you are a let's say Taurus, that's your 10th house. So if you are an ascendant Taurus, it's your 10th house, which means it's your career. That's your role that you play in this life. So this could be wanting to make changes to you, shake things up, make changes and transformations about what you do in your life, your role in this life, your career, your job. Are you feeling fulfilled by that? Are you feeling purposeful by that? Does it give you a sense of reward that you're doing something that really suits you? And if not, Pluto wants to come and shake you up and say, okay, let's move into an avenue that suits you much better. And that's what's playing out for you, whatever that is, whatever cycle of life you are going through at the moment, that Pluto wants to come in and start making those changes for you. Lots going on for you, Taurus, and that's only just delving tiny little bit at what's going on at the chart. There's so much happening there. So let's take a look at the cards for you for the week ahead. We've got expansion with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is expansion. Now, the planet represented by that is Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet of luck, expansion and growth. Now, it is it's not quite in a trining energy yet to Jupiter, but there's still a few degrees before, and it will be quite a while because Pluto is a very slow moving planet, so that'll take some time before that happens. So we've also got the Devil card talking about desires, it's talking about addictions, it's talking about things that you need to address and get on top of in your life. Doing something that brings more desire into your life. I feel very much affected to your public role and what you're doing in your life, so your career or your job. You need to feel fulfillment, you need to feel desire for that job or that career that you're doing. Now, it's saying the Five of Wands in the reverse position is saying that perhaps you've been compromising yourself, compromising what you've been doing in your life up to now. Maybe it's compromising on what you really want to be doing. So here the planets are saying there's a bit of a shake-up happening that's going to start from this week. It won't happen instantly, but those urges could start to be felt this week, where you're wanting to do something and not compromise anymore on what your real dreams and aspirations are. We've got the health conscious card down the bottom from the soul purpose. This is Virgo energy, but it's saying that you do need to address your health at the moment. You need to take a look at getting a bit more, making sure that you are looking after yourself, having a healthy lifestyle. And maybe that's something you've already been involved in or starting to wake up to now, or something you have been doing, but you've got this energy here of health conscious. So whether you're health conscious at the moment or you're starting to wake up to that, or the cards are just saying to you that you need to become more health conscious and really focus on your looking after yourself and your health, because your vessel is the only vessel you've got in this life, so you need to take care of it. Now allow feelings, it's here, it's need to open up and allow feelings. This is underneath the desire card, the devil card. So it's saying that you need to allow yourself to feel the things that are important to you, even if they feel wrong sometimes. This energy of desire with feelings, and allowing yourself to have feelings, and letting you know that it's okay to have feelings, to share yourself very deeply with another person. I'm feeling energy of Scorpio here, even though it is we're still Taurus, it's the opposition, so that's your relationship house. So that energy is coming through quite strongly with you, Taurus, in your relationships. It's about allowing yourself to have feelings within relationships. Now also desires is also there, but it's also saying that your feelings are valid within your relationship, so you need to trust them, and you need to honor them, and you need to know that it's okay to have them, and that they should be respected. So this energy is coming up for you this week, I'm feeling, Taurus. Now we've got the Virgo energy and the Pisces energy here for you. There's a lot going on in Pisces. Virgo's a little quiet there. Pisces is a water sign, which is it's complementary to you. You're an earth sign, so they are both feminine kind of signs, so they are complementary. Now it is saying service to others, selflessness. So this is a Virgo card right here as well. This one's a Virgo card energy. So you've got a fair bit of Virgo energy going on there for you, Taurus, which is trining your energy. So it's an earth sign just like you, so it's here to help you. So the Virgo strengths and qualities are what is going to help you get through whatever situation you're going through. Now the Virgo wants to be meticulous. It wants to make checklists. It wants to do the work just like you do, but it's more about being meticulous about things and getting things done, ticking them off. Maybe even a level of confidence could come in here, whether that's confidence because maybe there's insecurity around confidence, or not feeling good enough could be coming into play with this energy here of Virgo. But the Virgo energy is very strong in your card reading today, Taurus, and that is trining energy. So it's Virgo energy here to help you, and that is energy of service to others and being selfless as well. Now we've got the compassion energy, taking a selfless approach with the Pisces. So it's that Pisces energy where sometimes you can be here or not here. Sometimes you can be very into your own comfort, your life around you, making yourself comfort, not stepping out of your comfort zone. That sometimes you're not switched on to the people around you or what's going on around you, and it's just saying you need to just be aware of the people around you, or aware of what's going on around you in the outside world, outside of your own little bubble here. So thank you so much for joining me, Taurus. I will see you again next week. Welcome Gemini, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you to see what the planets are doing at the moment while I'm pulling cards for you. Now this will go from the 18th of November through to the 24th of November, this reading. Now I'm also going to be taking a look at what the planets are doing at the moment and how they could be affecting you. There is a lot playing out with the planets at the moment, as there is every week, but I feel there's some really pretty big things that's going on in the sky at the moment. So let's see what the cards have to say for you for the week ahead as I take a look at the planets. Now we do have as always in your first house, if you're a Gemini ascendant, we've still got that Jupiter there. Jupiter is sitting at 18 degrees. Now it is currently, as of the 18th, let me go back on my chart, so today's the 18th, it is sitting at 18 degrees, and Mercury across from that in the opposition position is also sitting at 18 degrees today. Now that is very relevant to you because it is your ruler, Gemini, is sitting in your opposition house, and for you that means, if you are an ascendant Gemini, that means it's sitting in your 7th house of relationships. So here it's about getting fair and balanced communication, or being open to communicate and learn and grow with the people around you, the partners, the relationships around you, because we've got this Jupiter, which is all about expansion and growth, sitting in direct opposition, so both 18 degrees of Mercury, which is about learning. It's about social media, advertising and communication, importantly. So big things going on there for you this week, and that's what's playing out primarily as your biggest thing that could be happening. This could be felt by communication issues. It could be felt like needing to be heard, or that you're needing to actually listen to other people around around you. So the opposition, which is your relationships, you need to listen. You need to be heard, but you also need to hear others here as well. So I'm going to be pulling from different decks today. So my tarot, as well as my soul purpose card and my astrology deck, I'm going to be pulling from to get your messages for the week ahead. Okay, so sitting in the trining energy for you, another big movement that's happening this week, which will be felt because it's energy trining your energy. We've got Pluto moving back into Aquarius. It has been in retrograde, so it moved out into Capricorn for a little while. Now it is going to be sitting in Aquarius for 20 years, so it's going to be there for a long time. Now once it hits there, that sign is also an air sign just like you, so it is here to help. It's trining energy, which means helpful energy. So it's here to help you make changes and transformations in your life, so that way you can feel more fulfilled, like you're doing what you're meant to be doing. So you've got a big week this week as this big changes occurs, the big movement of Pluto changing signs. That's pretty big, so it's quite big energy that's playing out, in addition to you having your Jupiter in your house, your first house, sitting in direct opposition to Mercury, your ruler. So there's lots of intensity there with the energy and communication and learning going on as well. Now taking a look at your cards, we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse position, we've got the Ten of Cups in reverse, and we've got the Eight of Cups in the upright position. So we've got a little bit of moodiness going on here. Now we have the moon. When we talk moodiness, we're talking emotions. I go straight to the moon. The moon is currently sitting in your first house, Gemini. So it is sitting here today as of the 18th of November. Now let me move the chart forward to see it moves out tomorrow. So it is only here for the day, and this could bring a level of moodiness. Now if you are, that affects you if you are Sun, Moon, or an ascendant Gemini. It also affects you if you've got big planets in your Gemini, whether you're a sun, moon, or ascendant. It affects you because there's big planets there. Now it's bringing moodiness, it's bringing in energy with the communication. Could be intense communication, could make you more eager, like more able to just jump with your words, so become blunt with your words, or to become a little emotional with the way you say things. You go straight to the moodiness or straight to the emotional. I am a Gemini sun, and I must admit I've felt that already today, that energy, so I can see why that's happening with this energy. And sometimes it's good to know that the planets are sometimes why we get the moods that we get, because it helps us to release those moods and understand why they're happening. We've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse position, just saying that around relationships, around feelings, around emotions, it's all misaligned. So it's like the energies are not, we're not using the energies for the best that we could be. So we've got to be careful to make sure that we're not being over emotional, we're not being over moody here. We need to use that intensity of this energy that's playing out, because we have this Jupiter and the moon conjunction going on right now today. Jupiter wants to expand and grow things, so it wants to expand the emotions, it wants to expand the moods and make us a little bit over sensitive. So here we have to be very careful about how we use our energy, how we use our emotional energy here. It's about being very careful not to be over moody, over sensitive, over emotional, and just understanding why this could be happening if it is happening to you, especially today. Then we've got this detachment card with the Eight of Cups energy in the upright position. Eight of Cups means walking away from a situation. Now this could be, given that it's sitting next to the moodiness, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the Ten of Cups in reverse with the misalignment of emotions or the energy or relationships. Sometimes there's things you just need to turn your back on and walk away. Certain situations that may be annoying you. It's saying just this week, it's saying just turn your back and walk away. Don't engage, don't, because you may take things to an extreme level or get very emotional here, very moody here with this moodiness card. Now we've got down the bottom from the soul purpose card, it's saying, do you feel fulfilled? Now this is where your sun is, it's saying, do you feel fulfilled in life? But it can also be emotionally fulfilled as well. We've got some energy healing that's required. This is why I feel like you've got the Eight of Cups in the upright position about walking away, because I feel like you need to really focus on your own energies this week and focus on making sure that your energies are built up and that you're not wasting them or being misaligned with the energy by using it as moodiness, using it to engage with others in an over emotional or oversensitive way. You need to instead reuse that energy or reevaluate how you're using your energy and focus on healing, inner healing, emotional healing here. Now we've got dissolve and surrender. We've got the Neptune card from the astrology deck, and that's indicating that Neptune wants to dissolve things that's no longer working for you, sitting on top of the Eight of Cups, which is about walking away. So it's indicating that there are certain things going on around you that you do need to dissolve. The universe or the planets are saying that there's certain things that have come to its natural end, or some things that are just not aligned to your fulfillment, your soul purpose, feeling like you are achieving something purposeful. This energy feels like it's no longer aligned to you, it's misaligned. So it's saying there's some things you do need to surrender and let go of, walk away from with those eight of Cups. So Gemini, you've got quite intense energy around you because the planets are moving this week, especially with that Pluto moving back into Aquarius. That does affect you this week. And earlier in the week, we have got that conjunction between the Moon and Jupiter, heightened emotion. So, and your cards are saying the exact same thing as what the planets are this week. So good luck to you, Gemini, this week. Things will start to settle as that Moon moves on from tomorrow when it moves into Cancer. So things start to settle a little bit. Now let's see if there's anything else going on there that could be helpful to you with the energy, or anything else that could be going on. We've got the opposition of the Mercury, so needing to communicate ourselves better and not so emotional with that Moon. Take it easy, as I said, energy healing, really maybe focus on internal things, learning new skills, or fueling up your emotional skills rather than projecting this energy outwards. So enjoy your week, Gemini, and we'll see you again at next week. Cancer, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be looking at the chart for you, reading the chart of where the planets are at the moment and how they could be affecting you this week. We've got some quite intense energy going on in the skies at the moment, so let's see how that affects you, Cancer signs. I'm also going to be pulling cards for you for the week ahead for your message. This will go from the 18th of November through to the 24th of November. Now let's take a look at what's going on here in your sign. We will have the Moon will be moving into your sign as of tomorrow. It is your ruler, so it's quite happy in your sign, but it can bring a sense of emotional energy, heightened emotions. Could be a sense of where you need to go within and focus on, are you feeling emotionally fulfilled in your life? Are you doing what makes you feel fulfilled? It could also be a time of going back into your shell, feeling like you just need to recharge yourself at this time and just taking that energy inwards. It could be like how you leave your crystals out in the moonlight. It's like almost like that's you being the crystal needing to charge up in that moonlight. So the Moon will be in your sign tomorrow and the next day, the 19th and the 20th, and that's like a charging for you. I'm feeling like it's charging as you go within and experience that full charge as well. Can be intuition increase here as well going on around you. Now let's take a look at your opposition, Cancer. What's going on over there? Where are we in Capricorn? Capricorn, there's some big things playing out here too. This week we have got Pluto finally moving out of Capricorn, bringing a sense of relief to you, Cancer, because that's your opposition. Pluto has been sitting in your opposition position. When it went retrograde, it went back into Capricorn, and that's over there in your 7th house of relationships if you are a Cancer ascendant. Now what that means is Pluto is the planet of transformation and changes, so it's been wanting to shake things up and move things around a little bit with the relationships around you, your romantic partners, your partnership at work, your just the people around you in general. So it's been wanting to make the changes to people in your life, to relationships in your life. Now it will be moving this week on the 20th. It will move into Aquarius, so it will be relief. It will be there for 20 years, so it's like it's finally moving out of your opposition. Opposition is an aspect of a little bit of challenges. It's like a push and pull kind of energy, a little bit challenging there. Challenge brings growth, of course, when we go through challenges, but because it's been Pluto, it's been playing out around relationships for you, so changes to people in your life. So whether that has already happened around you, it's like you're moving into relief in that situation. So it's finally moving out. It's moving out into Aquarius, which is great news for you, Cancer, for this current week. Now, because we've got the Five of Swords on the table in the upright position, those conflicts may be coming to an end. Maybe those conflicts have been happening because Pluto has been sitting there in your opposition, wanting to show you what needs to be brought to your attention. So it's been bringing certain conflicts with people in your life because it wants to bring to your attention what is going on around you. So we've got 3 cards on the table for you out of the Soul Purpose deck, and I'll pull also one from the Astrology deck as well for you for this week, just for something different. Now, continuing along to see what else is playing out, trining position to you would be helpful energy here, that's here to help you. We've got lots going on over there in Cancer. We've got Saturn, which has moved and gone direct now. Saturn energy is challenging energy. It's wanting to brings in this energy of, okay, I'm going to put the work boots on because it rules the earth sign of Capricorn. So it wanting to get in and get things done. It wants to achieve. It wants to put in the effort. It wants to do things. So this is this energy here that's helping you. So what helps you through your situations, Cancer, is using the energy of Saturn over there in your trining position, trining energy or trining aspect of Pisces. So wanting you to put in the effort, wanting you to get things done. Now we've got there also, it's still in retrograde, is the Neptune. It has been there for a long time. It's moving further back into Pisces, being in retrograde, and it wants to dissolve things that are no longer working for you. So that can also be related to people. People for you, let's say we are reading Cancer. So Cancer, we have got with that energy of Pisces. For you, Cancer, that is your 9th house. That can be how you view the world, how you view, it could be travel overseas, it can be learning, higher learning, can also be philosophies and religions as well. So things like this could be either dissolving, you changing the way you see situations around metaphysical things or religions. It could be changing your ideas on higher education or travel here as well. Now, with that Saturn, it wants you to put in the effort to achieve here. It wants you to put in the effort to get these things done. Now we've got in your astrology card down the bottom, it is the Gemini energy. Gemini, there's a lot playing out there at the moment. Moon today on the 18th of November is in Gemini before it moves into your sign. It is sitting in conjunction to Jupiter, also in the Gemini sign. Now, why that is your neighbor, it's not actually making an aspect to you. The cards here are saying that it is kind of affecting you in some way, or it wants you to be more adaptable in your situation. That's the energy of Gemini. It wants you to be more adaptable to the changes that are occurring this week, and that primarily would be that energy of Pluto. It's moving, and the energy may feel, changes always feel strange, but it's coming for a good reason. It's moving out of the energy of Capricorn, moving into Aquarius, which brings relief to you. So even though it may cause some kind of conflict, it is around love and people. Love being, because it's been playing out in your opposition house of relationships, it could be bringing, showing you signs of conflict around love or people around you, or emotions or relationships, because of this big change that's happening as it moves and changes signs. But it does bring relief. It does bring, brings opportunities for you to be open to make changes with the people that are in your life, changes to the situations, whether that means changing people altogether, or whether that means changing the way you view things or understand people, or also the way you deal with those people or those situations that's going on in your life. The Wheel of Fortune talks about cycles. Now, cycles is what the planets do. They go through cycles, and this big Pluto that's changing this week affects you greatly because it's changing, and it's just going out of a sign that has been trining you, helping you, and moving into Aquarius. So it talks about cycles and how we deal with cycles, and how cycles are here to help us, and Pluto is here to help you, has been in your trining energy. The changes that it wants you to make in your relationships, or highlighting to you what needs to be changed because of conflicts, is here to help you. Now, we've got down the bottom from the Soul Purpose deck, many lifetimes. This indicates that you're either getting into regression, past life regression, reading about past lives, looking into past lives, very interested in your own past lives. But it also indicates that you've been through many cycles in many different ways. So maybe what you're going through in your life right now, you have gone through in a past life. So it's indicating maybe if you're needing assistance with this, it's saying maybe you need to pull through those resources through meditation, through dreams, bring through ways to help you through situations that you've been through before, because we're talking cycles, and that is what past lives are all about. It's that reincarnation cycle. Maybe you're opening your eyes to some things around the reincarnation cycle. So that's very important for you this week. Now, we've got the working with your hands here. It's about putting in an effort, doing the work. That comes in from that Saturn area that's trining your energy. That Saturn over there in Pisces wants you to put in an effort and do the work. This is what's indicated also in the cards for you, Cancer, for this week. Now, it's finding inner peace. I am especially feeling this over the next 2 days for you, Cancer, this the 19th and the 20th, when the moon goes into your sign, which is your ruler, goes into its house that it rules. Now, it's all about finding inner peace. That's how I felt like it's like a crystal being charged up here. It's about going into a shell and just allowing yourself to find calmness, to find inner peace, and allow yourself to get charged up from this cycle without letting that energy go out to everybody else. It's all about charging up your own emotions, charging up your own inner peace, sense of inner peace here, very important. So a big week on the cards this week, also in the planets. Hope you have a beautiful week ahead, Cancer, and I will see you again next week. From Leo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs, I'm going to be reading the chart for you to see what the planets are doing at the moment and how they may be affecting you, Leo. I'm also going to be pulling cards for the week ahead to see what your message is. Now, this will be from the 18th of November through to the 24th of November. Now, Leo, let's take a look. You've got Mars is sitting over there in your first house. If you are in a Leo and Ascendant, is sitting at 3 degrees, so newly just gone into your sign. Mars brings with it energy, it brings enthusiasm, it brings drive and motivation. It can also bring conflict or competition kind of energy as well. Now, we've got the Sun here, the Sun being joy and harmony. Sun rules you, Leo, so that's quite strengthening energy. It's about using this Mars stamina energy to find ways to fuel yourself with the Sun. It can mean getting out in the sun, but it can also mean finding the joy in your life, finding fulfillment in what you do or what fulfills you in this life. So this is really relevant to you. So it's using that Mars energy to get out there with this extra stamina, or perhaps you need to find more stamina, find more joy, find more vitality in your life here. Happiness. We've got some beautiful cards on the table for you, Leo. I'm going to read this purely as a positive reading here with these two cards. It is saying that it's a week of joy and happiness, and really need to focus on the joy and happiness. There's a little bit of healing going on for you because we've got the Three of Swords in the reverse position, indicating that you're needing to heal your soul here on a soul level for some reason. But it is saying really focus on what is joyful and happy in your life. Don't focus on the other stuff, because we're needing to do some healing work, some inner healing work for you, Leo, at this time. So coming back over to the chart, I'm reading your opposition position, which is Aquarius. Now, there's big changes going on this week in the sign of Aquarius, which is your opposition house, your 7th house of relationships. We have got Pluto moving back into Aquarius this week on the 20th of November. It will stay there for 20 years. Now, what that wants to do is make changes and transformations to certain areas of your life. Now, if you are a Leo ascendant, the areas that this is going to fall on in your life is your relationships, your partnerships, your opposition house of relationships. This is where we're going to find some urges to make necessary changes, to make transformations to the people in your life, changes that are necessary, that need to be made. Now, while Pluto is quite an intense energy, it's going to play out over 20 years, so it won't happen in this just 1 week. But with the changes of Pluto moving back into Aquarius, your opposition, you may feel the shift. You may feel something this week around relationships for you. But it is indicating that it's a week of joy and happiness, and you do need to focus on joy and happiness while Pluto is moving into your opposition position to make necessary changes to heal you, to heal relationships around you. It may not be that you're losing people in your life. For some of you, you may be. For others, it may mean that you're healing relationships, making those necessary changes or healing that needs to occur within relationships around you. So taking a look at the chart to see what is here to help you, that trining energy, we've got Mercury sitting over there in Sagittarius. Mercury is about communication. It's about learning, understanding, questioning. So it's asking you to, the changes, it's about communication. Communication within relationships here is really important for you this week. Dissolving, we've got the energy here of dissolving here with the Neptune. Neptune wants to dissolve any area that is not working for you. It wants to resolve thoughts or ways you see things within relationships and people, and change your perspective a little bit, dissolve your way of thinking. It can also be dissolving of certain relationships that are just being too stressful for you, or dissolving the way that you deal with these, making changes in that way. Now, from the Soul Purpose deck, we have for you releasing boundaries. It's also very Pisces energy. Now, Pisces energy is where Neptune is sitting at the moment. Neptune is highlighting, the cards here are highlighting what is important this week is Neptune energy. Neptune is sitting in Pisces at the moment. Neptune wants to dissolve things that are no longer working for you. It wants to release you from boundaries here. This is all Pisces energy here, so it's all very, very important to you. Now, why Pisces is a water sign and you're a fire sign, they're opposing energies here. The cards are saying that it is very important. It has Saturn sitting over there saying that you're learning from this with the life lessons down the bottom. You're learning. It's teaching you something here. Saturn is a taskmaster. It wants to teach you something through effort, through motivation, through doing things, through working through situations. You will learn, and that's what's playing out here. That's what it's saying. It's very relevant, even though it's not aspecting you. It is, the cards are saying that you need to release boundaries around people and relationships. It's because of this energy that's moving here with this Pluto this week. You may start to feel the shifts or the changes or the needing to dissolve certain things in your life. Quite intense energy here. We've got working with other people sitting on the bottom of the deck, which I'm going to bring across. So it's about working with people, collaborating with people, working with people to get better outcomes to situations within relationships around you. Quite intense, both the cards and also the planets for you at the moment. Leo, intense for everybody, but really want to bring your attention back to the joy and the happiness card sitting on the table, Leo. Focus on what brings you joy, what brings you bliss, what brings you happiness. So thank you for joining me, Leo. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week. Thank you for joining me, Virgo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you and letting you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you, Virgo. Also going to be pulling cards for your week ahead, and that will go from the 18th of November through to the 24th of November to see what your message is for the week ahead. I'm also going to be using my Soul Purpose deck today and my Astrology deck, as well as my Tarot deck. Now, taking a look at the planets to see what is playing out at the moment. Let's see, across from you, there is a lot, of course, is your opposition house, is Pisces. There's a lot going on in Pisces, like always. We've got that intense energy of Saturn now growing in a direct forward motion. Is here about putting in the effort and the energy, the it's about overcoming challenges and moving forward, putting on the work boots and doing what needs to be done here, putting in the effort to achieve or to conquer or to overcome certain situations and challenges that are going on in your life here for you, Virgo. So I'm going to pull a card from the Astrology deck to see what's going on there. Now I want to have a look to see what is the helpful energy for you this week, Virgo. Helpful energy comes from the trining aspect, so the other earth signs. Now this is a big thing. We've got a big move going on this week. We have got Pluto that has gone direct, moving forward, is moving out of Capricorn. It's moving into Aquarius. It will be there for 20 years, but this is happening this week. Now it has been in Aquarius. It went retrograde and went back into Capricorn, but it's moving forward and it will stay in Aquarius for 20 years. Now how does that help? Pluto has been in a sign trining your energy, so it's been in an earth sign, so it's been there to help you. It's been there to give you the urge to make the changes that are necessary for you. Now that would be Capricorn for you, Virgo, so that would be your fifth house of finding fun, finding pleasure, finding creativity. So it's been here to make changes to around your creative and not feeling blocked. Here we've got this blocked energy as I say that, releasing your creative energy, your fire. You've got the fire card on the table as well with the Two of Wands. That's all about planning what direction you're going to go in, but I feel it's very much heightened energy of creativity, fire energy, passion energy, motivation. And we've got another fire card on the table with the Queen of Wands. She's sitting in the reverse position, so she's not sitting in the power of the fire, she's sitting in the more negative traits of the Queen of Wands, but I will get back to that as I move through this energy. Now Virgo, sitting across from you, as I said, then we're going to be looking at your squaring energy. So with that squaring energy of Gemini, there's a lot going on there. So it's currently there's quite a few things going on there. It currently has Moon conjunct Jupiter today, the 18th of November. That energy means expanding emotions, expanding heightened intuition, because Jupiter is all about expansion and growth. The Moon is about emotional energy and intuition. So it can be expanding your emotions, it can be expanding your intuition. It is also in the also squaring aspect to you is Sagittarius, and we have got Mercury sitting over there. Mercury's wanting to work on your learning new things, questioning things, communication skills, social media, advertising. It is sitting in a complete opposition at the moment, both 18 degrees. Jupiter and Mercury both sitting at 18 degrees today. So that's quite big energy there, where we have expanded energy from Jupiter around Mercury about learning new things, expanding your information, your downloads, expanding what knowledge you want to take in, expanding your communication in some way. So there is a fair bit going on here for all of the signs, but I'm just letting you know how it's affecting you with the squaring energies. Now for you, that's Gemini. For you, let's say Virgo, we are Virgo in Gemini. That will be your 10th house, your career house. If you're on a Virgo and ascendant, that's going to be happening in the Gemini part. The Moon and the expanding is happening in your career house of job, your role in life. So here you might be feeling expansions, could be promotions, but it could also be emotional energy, expanded emotional energy around work. But with it given across from that with the Mercury, could bring in needing to learn more skills for your work, your career, or expanding your communication, your advertising, your marketing, your social media could be happening there. That could be needed and necessary for you, Virgo. So let's get back to your cards here. We have got the Ace of Cups in the reverse position, the Two of Wands in the upright position, and the Queen of Wands in the reverse position. Here we've got needing to release some blockages of energy. I'm feeling that's a creative energy that's around you. Creative energy coming in there as I'm looking here to see what else is going on. The planning with the Two of Wands is getting to a point where you're looking at what direction you're going, where your skills could be related to your work. Especially if you're an ascendant Virgo, it could be energy of thinking about changing directions in your work or what you do or your creative projects. You could be looking at other options. You could be doing more than one things. As I look at the cards and notice that the Queen is holding 2 wands as well. So you could be really debating between, should I change direction completely or should I just do both? This energy here. So it's giving more energy coming in around creative energy, kind of releasing any blocks that has been going. Now, Ace of Cups in the reverse position can also indicate feeling drained or empty, lethargic. It can feel like your cup is empty. You've given everything you've got to give, and you're now looking at ways to assess what you need to do to fuel yourself, what direction, your purpose you need to take in your life that's going to fuel you instead of draining you. The Queen of Wands is not sitting in her true power. She's sitting in a reverse position, which is indicating that she's sitting in the negative traits of the Queen of Wands. So she's not being charismatic. She's not sitting in her power and her magnetism. She's sitting in her energy of perhaps wanting to burn bridges or feeling a little bit jealous around other people and what they've got and how come you don't have that when they have that. So just being aware that the cards are saying just be wary if you're doing that situation, especially when it comes to making decisions. You need to be led by purposeful energy coming in from divine inspiration from the universe, rather than coming in from wanting to do something because somebody else is doing it. We've got the card down here for your soul purpose is deep transformations. Now this is what Pluto is. Pluto's about deep transformations, and Pluto has been sitting in trining energy to you. It's been helping you to make deep transformations, but it is moving out this week, so you are going to feel the shift. And as I say that, I'm taking a look here at valuing yourself here, connected to the 2 of Wands. It's about doing in your life what brings you value, what makes you feel purposeful or feels like you are motivated by a higher calling or a higher purpose or something a little bit more creative, something that feels more like you. You need to value what you do, where you're putting your energy, and value your energy, and make any transformations to what you're doing with your time, with your energy that is draining you because of that Ace of Cups in the reverse position. So you need to really evaluate how you're spending your day, how you're spending your time, how you're using your energy. Is it making you feel fulfilled, or is it making you feel drained? And you need to make deep transformations in that way, because you need to value your energy and value your time, Virgo. The other card that's on the table is it's Virgo energy. It is all about service to others and helping others. Sometimes when you're doing things for others, you can feel fulfilled or feel like you're doing something really important and valuable, and that brings you a sense of fulfillment. But I'm also seeing here that everything you do for other people can sometimes make you feel drained because you're not valuing your own time, valuing your boundaries, and valuing your own energy. So a bit going on the table for you, Virgo. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week. From Libra, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs, I'm going to be reading the chart for you, Libra, to see what the planets are doing at the moment and how they may be affecting you, while I pull some cards for you for the week ahead. Now this will be going from the 18th of November, which is today, through to the 24th of November. I'm also going to be using, in addition to my tarot deck, is my astrology deck and my soul purpose deck. So let's go on to the chart reading and have a look what's going on around you. Now, in opposition to you, of course, the same as it always has been, is Chiron, sitting down there in your 7th house of relationships, or sitting in the opposition position to you if you are a moon or a sun, Libra. So we've got in Aries is that Chiron wounded healer, so working through past traumas, past wounds. Now it's been there for a long time. It's not any changes. It's not going to be a big significant change for you. But I am going to take a look at what else is going on. So trining position to you is the other air signs, and that's bringing in energy of what is here to help you through your current situation this week. We have got Jupiter sitting in Gemini. Jupiter's all about expanding and growth, but it is sitting with the moon today. Today the moon is sitting in Gemini as well, so therefore maybe bringing in a sense of heightened intuition or heightened moodiness, heightened emotions or heightened moods. So this could be coming in for you today, Libra. So if you are feeling a little bit over emotional today or a little bit moody, you'll know why. It's because that moon is sitting there. Now it is here to help you, so it's trining energy. So this energy with the moon is here. I'm feeling comfort level as well. Moon being a sense of feeling comfortable. It can represent motherhood or mother, can represent family as well, and protecting what's yours and protecting your family. So this is the moon energy I'm feeling for you. That's really important this week. You could be expanding your thoughts on how you protect yourself, how you protect your family, or what's yours for some reason, or feeling like you're needing to feel more comfort or more emotional fulfillment for you over just today, mostly until it moves out of that energy. So from the 20th, we have got moving into the other air sign, Aquarius, is Pluto. This is big shifts, big changes, big transformations that you are going to feel this week, Libra, because it is a sign that is helpful energy. Pluto is here to help you make the changes and transformations that you needed to make in your life to bring you more fulfillment. It's going to be here for 20 years, but you're going to feel the shift this week, those initial stages of that this week. Now for you Aquarius, we are looking at Libra. For you, that will be your 5th house. This is how is that right? Your 5th house. So we're reading Libra, we're looking at 5th house here. So that energy here feels to be your creative energy, what you create in your life, your children. It could be focused around your children. It could also be looking at how you find joy and fun and creativity in your life as well. These could be brought to the forefront over this current week. I'm just going to pull from my Soul Purpose deck for you also, Libra, as I continue to take a look around the chart to see what else is going on. Now, as I said in the beginning of this week, we've got Capricorn energy, which is squaring your energy. Squaring there, bringing in that change around, so it affects you either way. This big change of Pluto moving from Capricorn into Aquarius, it affects you because it is squaring your energy while it's in Capricorn, and then it is trining and helpful energy. Squaring energy is challenging energy, trining energy is helpful energy. So it moves from challenging energy at the beginning of the week into helpful energy towards the end of the week, where it will stay for 20 years. So that's going to be something you're probably going to feel over this current week ahead, Libra. So let's have a look at the cards. The only other thing that I needed to check was Aries, because it's also trining your energy. No big changes in Aries. We've still got the wounded healer and the North Node sitting there in Aries, so no big changes to be felt this week for you with the Aries energy, Libra. Now looking at the cards to see what's happening over the week ahead, we've got the Chariot wanting to move forward. I'm feeling this is where we've got the movement of Pluto moving from one sign to another. It's bringing the feeling of wanting to make changes, as wanting to make transformations. It's bringing momentum and movement with this Chariot energy coming in through Pluto, the planet of great changes and transformations. Now the Ace of Wands in the retrograde is all about feeling unmotivated. It's feeling like you've lost your soul spark, you've lost your connection to your purpose or your attention or divinity. So when it's in the upright position, it's about divine inspiration, creativity coming in. When it's in the reverse, it feels like there's a little bit of blocks to that, and you're not feeling you may feel unmotivated, you may feel tired. Big changes can sometimes do that to you. It can make you feel people feel changes in many different ways. You could be feeling unmotivated for that. Now it could also be that the momentum could be bringing an end to that energy of being unmotivated, unfulfilled. You could be starting to open up to feel divine inspiration, to feel momentum of movement, of changes that are necessary, that's going to bring in more divine spark, more a sense of creativity and doing what you're meant to be doing, that connection to the universe, connection to your divinity. Your divine spark is what I mean there, your soul spark. That energy could be moving and changing to bring those changes for you. Now we've got the World in the upright position, indicating that there is things coming to a completion. Now Pluto moving is a big deal. It does bring completion. It completes that very long cycle. Pluto stays in a sign for 15 to 20 years, so it is a very big cycle. It's changing a population, it's changing a generation, it's changing from one cycle of yourself to another cycle and movements that way. So you may start to be considering your future, considering what stage of life you are moving into. These things could be coming to the forefront of your mind over this current week, Libra. The World card bringing a completion, making you just address what you've done in your past and where you're moving and in a forward motion because of the Pluto moving forward, and how you are thinking about what's next for you. This could be coming up around you as well, Libra. Now they've got the Chiron wounded healer down underneath the movement. Now Chiron, as I said, is in Aries. It's been there for a while. There's no big changes there, but cards on the table are indicating that you are needing to, it's coming to the forefront this week. That energy is going to be relevant this week, being that energy of opposition for you. Aries is your opposition sign, so it's saying, and for you if you're an ascendant Libra, can indicate that it is around relationships, because that's your 7th house of relationships. So it's about dealing with the wounds in relationships for you. Now let me just take a quick look here at the Aquarius. It is squaring energies to Capricorn. So at Capricorn, where currently Pluto is sitting, it's making a change, it's making a move. So that is going to be felt in that way as well, as Pluto moves out of Capricorn, squaring the Chiron in Aries, or felt in your cardinal signs, which are a cardinal sign Libra. So its energy is all these big things are playing out in these areas. So you're going to feel it this week. Now it's going to be for the better. It's going to give you more energy. It's going to shake up any areas where you have felt unmotivated, and make you address of where you want to be moving forward, and how you need to take some level of control around your life, because Pluto also represents facing your fears, standing up for yourself, standing on the precipice of moving forward and doing, no matter how fearful this change feels to you, it's about making the necessary changes around you. Commanding respect is also very Pluto energy. Commanding respect is about standing up for yourself, standing up for your values and your rights here is very also important here, and seeing with clarity. So I'm finally feeling like you're seeing the completions or the cycles in your life, and seeing finally with clarity about where you've come in your life so far and where you're moving to in the future. So it's about being very clear with your direction and your purpose, and standing up for yourself and your rights and past wounds, and working forward to where you want to be in the future, and standing up for what you want to do, using this beautiful energy of Pluto as it moves this week to try and get a bit of clarity about your direction and purpose for the coming years ahead. So big energy here on the table for you, Libra, as it is for all the signs this week, but it's quite intense with this completion cycles, and needing to change that energy of feeling unmotivated and move forward into the future with direction and purpose. So thank you for joining me, Libra. I will see you again next week. Thank you for joining me, Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you for the week ahead, as I pull cards for you for your message for the week ahead, going from 18th of November through to the 24th of November. I'm also going to be looking at what the planets are doing right now and how they may be affecting you, Scorpio. We've got all your cards already on the table with the tarot. As I take a look at the chart to see what's going on there, Scorpio. Now we are still in Scorpio season, so we still have the sun there. Let me take a look and move forward, because it may be moving out. Let's have a look at this week. So let's take a look at that date when you'll feel that sun move out of. It moves out on the 22nd, so towards the end of this week, it will move into Sagittarius. So you'll feel that little shift and change as the sun moves out of your first house. Now it brings vitality there, but it could also bring a sense of relief as the sun moves just out of that energy, out of your first house, and brings you relief finally. It could bring you clarity as well. I'm feeling there the sense of clarity of how far you have come, or what the energy has and what you've learnt from the energy of the sun in your first house in Scorpio energy. So now I'm looking over there in your opposition house of Taurus. We still have no big changes sitting over there. It's still Uranus energy, which is all about being uniquely yourself, being uniquely yourself within relationships, being able to share yourself deeply, but still keep a true sense of who you really are. So those energies have not really changed. I've got a couple of cards here as I just pull one more from the Astrology deck to see your message for the week ahead. So we've got this energy, Scorpio. What else do we have going on for you? We've got Leo motivation coming in the form of Mars over there in Leo. This energy is bringing more motivation into your life, more drive, more stamina. It's a burst of energy going on for you. Now we've got over there now for some of you, I feel like it's like you're needing to find more energy because it's got energy of, I'm just reading here, it's the squaring energy. So it could be that at times you feel motivated, but other times you feel unmotivated. You feel like you don't have the energy because it's not sitting in your sign, it's sitting in a squaring sign. So it could be that you're needing to integrate that energy, bring it into your life, bring that energy in through your Leo. Let me see where we are, Scorpio. We are, for you, as I read the chart here, your 10th house, it's your career house, what you do in your public life, your public role. This energy could be playing out in that area for you as well. Being adaptable around work or your role or working with other people. Especially if you're in a caring energy, caring for another person or the caring industry in some way. So that could be very important for you. Now it was also here, what's on the table for you is planning, Two of Wands in the upright position, High Priestess in the upright position, and the Justice in the upright position. So we've got a couple of major arcana cards on the table for you, Scorpio, which means big energy, means big changes, big things are in your life at the moment. High Priestess brings intuition, increased intuition. Read the cards for you, Scorpio, to see what's on the table for you, indicating this week it's important and essential to plan ahead, plan what you're going to be doing in the future, plan what you're doing this week, and really stick to and getting some kind of clarity around balance and harmony around other people and your energy, so how you use your time. So plan your week ahead and how you're using your energy so that you're getting everything done that needs to be done. Because we've got this fairness, this justice, the scales, it's about where you put your energy in one place and not the other, and getting that really fair balance here, but planning ahead to make sure you're getting through everything you need to get through. Intuition is indicating the High Priestess is more knowledge coming in or more intuition coming in the upright position. So it's very powerful energy for you this week, Scorpio. Could be a time of heightened intuition for you. Gemini is indicating that you're needing to be adaptable to the changes that are coming in, and for you, Scorpio, let's have a look where that could possibly be. Let's take a look. We've got, it will be the end of the week after the 20th of November, once we have Pluto moving into Aquarius. It moves there, it stays in a sign for 20 years, Pluto, and when it changes sign, it's a big deal. It has been in Aquarius, but it went retrograde, so it moved back into Capricorn, but it is moving back in a forward motion and moving back into Aquarius. Now for you, that is your 10th house, so your careers, so big changes coming around, and you thinking in a forward motion, thinking about what's in the future for you in your career, your job, your role in life, to what you do. Big changes and transformations coming up for you, Scorpio. So here we're starting to feel that shift, or feel that energy or that urge of needing to change certain things or shake things up in your life. Could be related to caring as well, for animals or for people, or in the caring sector, the caring industry. It could also be that there's changes being made around you because you're needing to care for somebody around you, a person in your life. This could be this could be things that are happening to change, where you need to change what you do in your life, your career, your job, because you're needing to care for people in your life. But it's all about being forward planning and how you're going to get that balance in your life to still do what you need to be doing while you're caring for other people. That's not everybody, but the cards are on the table to indicate that there is some level of caring going on, caring for other people, and changes coming up, or a sense of needing, the urge to feel like you're needing to make a change in your career or your role in your life, what you do in your life. Down on the cards of the soul purpose, we've got the health conscious. So we're needing to really focus on your health and the health of people around you, because it's sitting next to the caring, nurturing card. So you're needing to nurture also your body and your health here as well. Transformation or transform others. This is very relevant to your reading here, because it's the Pluto energy moving into Aquarius energy, which is trining energy in your career house. Oh, sorry, not trining, it's squaring energy in your career house. You've got big changes now that affects other people or affects how you work with other people. There's lots of changes coming up there. Now, be brave and face your fears. It's Scorpio energy, but Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, so it's definitely indicating that Scorpio, of course, is your energy, Scorpio, and you needing to be brave around the changes that is taking place. Because Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, it greatly affects you, because your ruling planet is making big changes this week. So you're going to feel that, Scorpio, but you need to be brave with these changes. Also be adaptable, because these are necessary changes that are going to propel you forward or allow you to do what you need to be doing in a fair and balanced way, because we've got that Judgment card on the table as well. So lots of big changes that you are going to feel this week, because it is not only squaring energy in your career sector, it is also your ruling planet of Pluto making a very big change this week, where it will be for 20 years. So it's saying be brave in these changes, but be adaptable, Scorpio. So thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for the week ahead to see what the planets are doing and how they may be affecting you, Sagittarius. This will be for all Ascendant, Sun and Moon Sagittarius signs. I'm also going to be pulling cards for you for your personal message for the week ahead, and this will run from the 18th of November through to the 24th of November. So I'm going to be reading from my tarot deck as well as my soul purpose deck and my astrology deck for this week ahead. Quite a few cards on the table for you. I will take that one there. Now, taking a look at the chart to see what's going on there for you, Sagittarius, we do have Mercury. Mercury is doing some really big things this week, and it's sitting in your first house if you're an Ascendant Sagittarius. So you are going to feel this energy. Now you're going to feel this energy in the form of a desire to learn new things, do some kind of course or study. It could also be that it could be influenced by social media or marketing or advertising, or communication could also be really relevant this week. Because of this energy here with Mercury doing these big things that will possibly affect you this week. Now, it is, as of today of the 18th, it is sitting in complete opposition to Jupiter. Jupiter is a planet of expansion and growth. So this expanding your knowledge with the Mercury is all about knowledge and learning. It's a mental sign. So it's expanding and is sitting in Gemini, which is also the sign which is ruled by Mercury. That's why it has those similar traits. That energy of learning new things, questioning things, social media, advertising is all very relevant here. And it is sitting in direct opposition, both 18 degrees, Mercury and Jupiter, together at the moment today, as of the 18th of November. This energy feels to be expanded communication, expanded information, lots of downloads or knowledge coming in for you, or wanting to feel like you're needing to expand your information or your knowledge in some way, or some could be related to your social media or advertising as well. Now it is sitting also with the Jupiter is sitting conjunct the moon at the moment, both 24 and 18 degrees. So that brings in a level of heightened intuition or heightened emotions. So it's making you address how you feel emotionally fulfilled in your life by what you do, particularly related to if you are in the area of merchant sales, advertising, marketing, very relevant here as well, or communication, learning, teaching, very relevant here as well. Now this energy of the moon is only here for today, which is the 18th of November, could bring in a level of heightened emotions or sensitivity, moodiness could be on the cards for you today, just today. Then it will move into Cancer. So Sagittarius, I'm looking at trining energies for you to see what is here on the table, on the charts to help you. We've got Mars in Leo, this energy of strength and stamina and a burst of energy. This is what's here to help you. So use this energy of Mars to push you forward in your learning, in your skills, in your communication. So it's about this energy needing you to speak, needing you to teach, needing you to learn. It's this kind of energy here of motivation, strength and stamina, but it can also on a negative trait bring in competition energy or conflict energy as well. Now conflict being trining area to Mercury is about your communication with other people, and the Mars sitting there trining it is about expressing yourself and getting your opinion heard. Could be competitive, could bring conflict, but it's bringing you an urge or a sense of needing to have your point heard correctly this week. Now down there in Aries, which is also trining your energy, not a lot of changes there. We've still got Chiron, the wounded healer, and the North Node energy there. So not a great change there. The energy that is going to be felt mostly will be from the Jupiter sitting across from you exactly by 18 degrees, and that is further highlighted, and with the conjunction with the moon brings in that intense moodiness or oversensitivity, or wanting you to look at ways to feel emotionally fulfilled. Looking at the cards on the table for you, Sagittarius, to see what's coming for the week ahead, we've got the Two of Cups in the upright position, the Justice in the upright, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse position, Three of Pentacles also in the reverse position. Now, Two of Cups wants you to think about your connections and your relationships with other people. So Sagittarius, if I look across from you in your relationship house, if you are an ascendant Sagittarius, we're looking at what's going on over there in Gemini. Gemini has big things. It's got the Jupiter wanting to expand situations in your relationships around communication, your communication with people in your life, your relationships, your connections. But it is bringing a little level of, just today, the emotional attachment, like the emotional sensitivities coming into play just today. So take it easy when it comes to expressing yourself. Try not to be too over emotional, at least just for today. Then we've got the Fairness and Justice card sitting there in the upright position, indicating that you need to be fair and balanced in your communications with other people. So you're needing to be heard, yes, express yourself, yes, but you also need to listen. You need to hear what other people are saying. It's that fairness and that balance in communications around you. Loss coming in from the Ten of Pentacles is indicating that you could be weighing up your losses, cutting your losses, or looking at how the people in your life have come and gone, and what you've learnt from some people, and what and the lessons that you've learned in that situation. But I'm feeling like it's like looking back at losses that you've made around people or relationships here. Three of Pentacles is indicating a lack of effort. Now it could be on a physical level because it's an earth suit, and that is indicating physical effort. Can be money here as well, because we've got it's a money card, it's a coin card, the Pentacles. So it can be indicating that because of a lack of effort, you're losing money, because we've got this loss of the Ten of Pentacles. You're losing money because you're not putting in very much effort at the moment. May not be for everybody, but it could be for some of you. But it is indicating that we're looking at trying to get more balance around money, fairness, or maybe needing to increase your effort to bring in more money here. Sagittarius, we've got for you, we've got the Sagittarius card on the table, indicating that you need to focus on your purpose, or what you've come here in this life as a Sagittarius, whether that is Sagittarius ascendant, sun or moon, or big planets in Sagittarius, indicating in your birth chart what your blueprint was for this life, what your purpose was, what your mission was, and need to make sure that you are sticking to that. And especially if it's related to health, because it's sitting underneath your connections and other people, making sure that other people and relationships in your life allowing you to be your true self, allowing you to explore, to be adventurous, to be charismatic, to draw the line where you need to. I'm feeling as well, for some reason you're needing to draw the line between how other people and connections in your life affect your intention, your purpose, your mission in this life. Taking your power back is indicating that you're needing to work out what it is that you feel you need to do for your soul level. Are you feeling fulfilled with your life? If not, you need to take the responsibility back onto your own shoulders. You are responsible for your mission in this life. You're responsible for your purpose and your happiness in this life, and put that power back onto your shoulders. Don't rely on other people and other connections to bring happiness. You need to find that in yourself. And here it's saying put that responsibility back onto your own shoulders, not other people's. Bringing joy into to others can indicate this is what I was talking about with needing to find joy from other people, as opposed to finding joy from yourself. It's just highlighting that. Now, if you're feeling joyful, if you're feeling happy, you're feeling fulfilled, then that is going to shine a light to the people around you, to the connections around you. What you feel affects other people. So you affect people when you feel like you're unmotivated or depressed or feeling like you've got no purpose or drive or motivation. That affects other people around you. So if you're feeling like you're doing what you're meant to be doing, you're feeling like you're fulfilled emotionally, fulfilled on a soul level, then that shines out of you, and other people feel that and are affected by that. So Sagittarius, I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. I will see you again next week. Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you to see what the planets are doing this week and how they may be affecting you. I'm also going to be pulling cards for you for your personal reading for the week ahead. This will run from the 18th of November through to the 24th of November. I'll be using my tarot deck as well as my soul purpose deck and my astrology deck. Now on the charts, the planets, you've got some big changes coming this week, Capricorn. Starting with Pluto, it's been in your sign because Pluto sits in a sign for 15 to 20 years. It moved in a forward motion to Aquarius, where it will be for 20 years, but it's recently gone retrograde and moved back into your sign. It's quite an intense planet. It's a planet of change and transformation, so it brings really intense feelings of needing to make changes. Now, you've already been through Pluto energy for the last 15 years, so you've probably already made those big changes already by now, but that sitting there in your sign is just giving you that making sure that you've made all the necessary changes that needed to be made. But it's changing this week. On the 20th of November, it's gone forward. It has been forward motion, and it's moving back into Aquarius, where it will be for 20 years. That's going to bring you a sense of relief, Capricorn, as that big energies of Pluto moves out of your sign finally. I'm going to take the optimistic card there from that group that just fell out. So it's bringing this positive, optimistic energy, relief energy, I feel, coming in this week for you. Now, looking at the energy of what's trining you, what's here to help you, we've also got in your first house, if you're a Capricorn ascendant, is Venus. Venus is sitting there at the moment, 7 degrees. It's only just moved into that sign. Venus in your first house wants you to look at how you look. It wants to beautify things. It wants to make things feel comfortable and beautiful and harmonious around you. So this could be related to how you look, how your house is, your environment around you, how people see you. This is all energy of Pluto there wants to really focus on beauty, harmony, balance and comfort. So this is going on in your first house. So it's here, there, and then also to help you is in Uranus is in Pluto, wanting you to be really unique and be yourself, no matter how that looks to you or how your outward appearance looks. As long as you're being unique, that's what's most important here. So we've got this on the table here with the cards. We've got the optimism energy coming in from Sagittarius. It's about having a positive outlook to the future and to the situation going on around you. Now, it's a sense of looking for meaning and purpose in life with this quest for meaning. So it's about, as Pluto moves out of your sign, it's about what the next cycle or stage of your life is looking like, and it's about really putting in the effort and the energy here, because we've got working with your hands, which is Capricorn energy. It's about putting in the effort, doing the work, being motivated to not be afraid to put in the hard work here to overcome any challenges, but really find that sense of purpose and meaning in this next stage of your life as Pluto goes on and moves into Aquarius, it's changing cycles. It's changing from one stage of life into another. So therefore it's saying what is coming up for you, what is your purpose, what is your meaning, and it's making you question all of these things. But most importantly, it's about putting in the effort here to overcome any hurdles or any obstacles that's been in your path to move forward. Now, Page of Pentacles in the upright position is indicating that you need to be more explorative, especially since it's sitting down there on a Sagittarius card. Sagittarius is all about exploration, travel. Travel could be on the cards for you, so it's about exploring new options. It could be exploring philosophies or religions, so it's all about being positive while you do that. But we've got an exploration card, which is Page of Pentacles, sitting on top of the Sagittarius card, which is all about those exploration, and whether that's physical travel or whether that's exploring religions and philosophies, esoteric principles as well. We've got the Queen of Cups in the reverse position, so she's not sitting in her true power when it comes to relationships and people around her. She's sitting in a bit of a state of insecurity or maybe lower confidence. Maybe you're not feeling like you're, and because it's sitting on this quest for meaning, maybe you're not sure of what your next step is, what your next cycle is, what your next stage of life is, what your meaning, or maybe you're just not certain what your purpose in life is. There's a sense of insecurity around, are you doing what you're meant to be doing, your purpose in this life? So it's about looking at what could bring you more, and use your heart as a guide. Your heart is a really good way of saying if you love something, if your heart's really in it, then it's what you're meant to be doing. So use your heart as a compass when it comes to finding what your meaning in your purpose in this life is. High Priestess is in the reverse position, indicating that you're holding on to knowledge, holding on to secrets, or not showing and shining your light. You are not expressing to the world what you are good at, what your purpose is, it could even be intuition. You could be blocking off your intuition here and not allowing it to shine or to have those beautiful downloads come through. So you could be, they could be the obstacles that's going on here with this working with your hand, which is Saturn energy, Capricorn energy. So it could be that that's being blocked as well. The courage and strength, the strength card is indicating that you're needing to shine, you're needing to show who you really are and stand up in your truth. So thank you so much for joining me, Capricorn. I will see you again next week. Joining me, Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading the chart for you while I pull some cards for your personal message for the week ahead. So we've got some big changes coming up in the planets around you, Aquarius, this week. We have got Pluto moving into your sign this week. It will be there for 20 years, so you're definitely going to feel this shift. Pluto represents changes and transformations. It's about making big changes, and it's happening in your first house, so you're definitely going to be feeling this energy here. It's where it's going to be for 20 years. So with this shift happening this week on the 20th of November, you're bound to feel this energy and these changes occurring. So taking a look at what's here to help you on the chart here, your trining energy, Aquarius. We're looking at the other, so we're looking over there at Gemini. Gemini is got, as it has been for the last few weeks, we've had that Jupiter energy, or the last few months, we've had that Jupiter energy. Jupiter represents expansion and growth, but I'm feeling also because this week, today, the 18th of November, we've got the moon energy there. Could make you a little bit emotionally sensitive. It could be moody, it could be oversensitive emotionally here. Just for today, this will ease off again by tomorrow. Now we've got this energy here of the overindulgence with the Three of Cups. That could make you want to overindulge also. The energy feels to be, Cups is an emotional energy, it's about relationships. So it could make you feel like you're needing something to make you feel better. You want to feel better here with this energy on the table here. So we've got this going on in Pluto, in Gemini, which is here to help you. So expansion and growth of this energy is here to help, but the moon could possibly bring in, it could be heightened intuition on the positive note, but it could also be over emotional energy going on here as well. Now in the opposition position to you, we've got Mars sitting over there in your relationship house. Relationship house in the 7th house could be stamina. Could be extra emotion, extra motivation, extra energy coming in. It could be a passion coming in around your relationships. Can also be conflict or competition around relationships around you. Now we've also got going on for you, let me take a look at the other side. Scorpio, we have the Sun, Scorpio season. It'll be moving out of the Sun, which could bring a little bit of relief, I feel, for you, Aquarius, by the end of the week for you. And then in opposition to that is Taurus. No big changes there. We've still got Uranus energy sitting there in the Taurus position. And one more card for you, Aquarius, and then I can read what your personal message is for the week ahead. So there's a sense of feeling like you're wanting to overindulge. Now that could be food, comfort, emotions, alcohol. It's overindulging in some way, but there's certain things that you're needing to dissolve and let go of here over this current week. So let me get into your reading here and see what's going on for you, Aquarius. We've got the brain fog coming in from the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. So it's like there's blockages coming into downloads or mental thoughts. It's like you're maybe scattered in the mind. You feel brain fog. You feel like you're forgetful kind of energy coming in there, or not quite able to be clear, have clarity around your decisions as well. I feel that's coming in around you this week. Now, Seven of Pentacles, I say, just be patient with this energy while big changes are occurring with the Pluto moving back into your sign. It's bringing in changes and transformation, so be patient with it, the energy, because it is ultimately here to help you through the situation. The changes are going to be better for you, but of course it's going to be a little bit confusing over this time. This energy of Pluto moving into your first house could feel confusing. It could feel tired. It could make you feel tired with this big change. The brain fog could make you feel like you're just not right in the mind. Your mind's not quite the way it should be, the way it normally is. You feel different mentally. You feel like you're struggling to have clear thoughts, maybe because you're tired, maybe because it's just what's going on around you. But it says, Aquarius, just be patient at this time. Things will work out for you. This energy will dissolve, it will move through, and everything will be okay. Working with others, now it could also be that you're dissolving certain partnerships in your life, dissolving who you're working with. There should be it's because on one hand it's saying collaboration, work with others, but it's about dissolving here as well, or surrendering to other people's opinions, or to dissolving certain partnerships in your life. Could be dissolving work situations, could be dissolving things, feeling an urge to start making changes when it comes to people and work situations here. Now we've got on your soul purpose cards down the bottom here, it's saying you need to learn to speak up for yourself, have clear communication here is going to be very important. As I said, there's lots going on with the communication cards here. With the Gemini is trining energy to you. It's here to help you. It's got this big planet of Jupiter there, expansion and growth. We've got these heightened emotions as it's conjunct with the moon today, but sitting across from it, exact opposition, is Mercury. So that is in Sagittarius. It's direct opposition, so you're going to feel this energy culminating. So Jupiter's very busy at the moment. It's got the emotion of the moon attached here, bringing in an element of either heightened intuition, but I feel like it's more like heightened emotions or sensitivities. And then it's sitting across in direct opposition, both 18 degrees, Jupiter and Mercury, where it's about communication with other people, learning new skills, social media, marketing and advertising, very relevant. So here it's about speaking and communication here with this energy. This is why this is in your cards today, because this is what's playing out in the charts today. It does affect you. It affects you through your trining aspect of Gemini, Jupiter in Gemini. That's how you're affected by this energy. So therefore you're working through communication skills or learning new things, learning new information. That's what he's here to help you get through your current situations. To see the situation with clarity is by learning about the situation, or by engaging in conversation with those people around you, working with other people, communicating, understanding their point of view or their perspective, or engaging in direct communication, being that you're being heard but you're also hearing other people. So that's really important there. Now, achieve recognition. I feel that's kind of like the Six of Wands in the tarot. It's about finally receiving recognition for your skills or achieving certain things. Now, I'm feeling like this is the Pluto energy moving into your first house, is wanting to make the changes around you so you can finally have a sense of recognition in your own life, or sense of achievement, that you're achieving something that you're want to be doing, or something purposeful in your life. So this energy is coming in with this Pluto as it stays there for 20 years, but it might start to give you some kind of clarity as what you're meant to be doing with your life, so you feel that sense of achievement in your life. So thank you so much for joining me, Aquarius. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Ascendant sign. I'm going to be reading the chart for you, letting you know where the planets are at the moment and how they may be affecting you. Also going to be pulling your tarot or your cards today for your personal reading for the week ahead. This reading will go from the 18th of November through to the 24th of November. I'm going to be using my tarot deck today, as well as my soul purpose deck and my astrology deck as well. Let's get into the chart and have a look at where the planets are at the moment. Now, Pisces, there's not a lot of changes going on in your house, your first house, if you're an ascendant. We do have Saturn finally in the forward moving position. So here it's about being able to, or finding that motivation to overcome certain obstacles, or put on the work boots and get things done, to have that sense of, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to do this, that burst of energy that's coming in to say, yes, I can do this, whatever obstacles are in my way, or whatever needs to be done on my purpose or my situation that's going on around me this week, I'm going to be motivated to do what needs to be done here. Looking at your options here with the Seven of Cups, it's like there's many ways you could do this. There's lots of options for you this week, but it's about choosing the right one and actually making a choice. So it's not about just having all these options available to you and not choosing any. It's about really putting your focus here into one area, just one area. Now, it could be that you're expanding something that you're already doing. So you could be expanding on whatever it is that you work with, or your house, or your relationships around you. You're expanding something around you. Now, if I look at what's going on with the expansion here, energy here, we've got you are aspecting in a squaring aspect to Gemini here. Gemini's expansion. We've got Jupiter sitting over there in this is why it's affecting you this week, the planets, because Jupiter is in Gemini, which is forms an aspect to you, which can be a little bit challenging, but I'm feeling you've got the energy to overcome anything that you need to overcome. Now, in Gemini for you, that will be your fourth house. It could be around, as I said, your home. I felt those changes around your home, expanding something around your home, or expanding something within your family dynamics. That's if you're an ascendant Pisces. If not, it could be playing out in any area of your life. But there's big things going on in Gemini right now, and this affects you because it's aspecting you. It is a squaring aspect. As of today, it has the moon sitting there, which can cause over emotional energy, moodiness, oversensitivity. It can be heightened intuition. Now, it is in direct opposition to Mercury at the moment today, both 18 degrees. So Jupiter and Mercury are both at 18 degrees, so in a complete opposition to each other. Now, Mercury is all about the communication. It's about learning new things. It's about questioning. It's about teaching. It's about social media and advertising and marketing. So this all comes into play and affects you because it is squaring your energy. So it does affect your energy, but I feel this Saturn gives you that power to say, okay, I can achieve anything. I can do this. I can put on my work boots and do whatever needs to be done to expand my situation, expand through communication, expand through sales, expand through marketing, social media. You could be expanding it could be certain projects, friendship groups, it can be work situations, it can be your business. It's all about expanding through communication, because it's all connected, it's all joined together. we'll leave the emotions out of it. It's just today. Maybe you may have some insight today into how you're emotionally attached to this, and use that as your compass to guide you on what your decisions are and what you need to do moving forward. So continuing to pull some more cards for you, as there's lots going on here, Pisces. Pisces now, as I said, now across from you, Pisces, is Virgo. Virgo's a little quiet at the moment. It's mostly coming in through aspects, squaring aspects to you in your 4th house, which is your house of family and home here. So this is where there could be expansion and growth coming up around you. It could be wanting to make big changes in your home. I'm feeling like changes around, there could be hearing about new pregnancies or births, or it could be somebody moving in, somebody moving out. It could be wanting to renovate your home. It could be wanting to refurnish your home, repaint your home, make extensions to your home. You could be moving. You could be thinking about upsizing or downsizing your home. Expansion is on the table, but there's energy here around changing to your house and family. Now we've got be brave. It says face any fears. Now because we've got all these big changes, don't think you're quite affected there by the energy of Pluto, which is one of the big changes this week, but I definitely feel you're very much affected by that conjunction of the moon and Jupiter, and that opposition of the Jupiter and Mercury. So you're very much affected by that this week. They're the planets that's on the table for you. So, but I'm feeling like as I said, I've felt the whole energy around you, Pisces, that you're really ready to rise to the challenge here. Do what needs to be done. Face the situation head on. Be brave and face your fears. It's this energy of you can achieve anything if you just put in the work and the effort here that needs to be done. Now we've got here on the table here the 4 of Wands in the reverse position, indicating a level of instability. Energy being unstable, or energy of 1 minute you're motivated, 1 minute you're feeling like it's all too much for you. But if you can kind of hang on to that energy of motivation and stamina, strength, feeling like you can achieve anything, that's what's going to help move you forward through here. But expansion is very important here, and so is the options, and really putting in some focus on something there as well. Rising to the challenge means that you need to do what needs to be done. You need to put in the effort and motivation and really focus on what you want to achieve this week. Health conscious is just indicating that you also need to be focused on your health, focused on what you're doing to look after yourself, and making sure you're taking balanced time to take care of your body and your physical health needs as well, not just the things that's going on around you. It's saying, while I'm feeling the energy around you to be very motivated and like you can do anything, you can achieve anything, it's saying you just need to be aware that don't sacrifice your health or your body for pursuit of goals or pursuit of achieving. You need to really make sure you're taking care of yourself. Here we've got the card of the asteroid Juno or Hera in the astrology deck, and that could be indicating something around commitments to or marriage. Can definitely indicate marriage, and I'm feeling like family is very important on the table here as well for you Pisces this week. But it can indicate somebody around you, a sense of betrayal or a sense of not being honest with you in some situations, or a certain person around you that's not quite being honest, or a sense of being betrayed by a situation. It could even be at work. Or it could be home as related as well, because we are aspecting on the 4th house, the house and family. There could be somebody there that's not being quite honest with you within your house or family. So big week for you Pisces. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead, and I will see you again next week.